I'm on fire with creativity. It's like flowing all through my body and energy. I guess it's so much going on emotionally, so many trials and tribulations, and I know usually that kind of thing will have people like depressed in a weird psychotic way. I get super inspired during times of adversity. It's when I'm at my best. So how I feel inspired. What is my superpower? As an extension to the first answer, my superpower is the ability to turn stress, adversity, depression, anxiety into art, into something that's beautiful. I'm able to transform these ideas, these bad feelings, these dark feelings, and I'm able to turn them somehow into art. I think that's my superpower. I was in the studio with YD Stoner, Voodoo Priest, and my man Potts Lawrence, close friends of mine, and we were working on. I think we was working on a neon session. So I was cutting off speakers, cutting the computers off, getting ready to I'm wrapping wires up. I'm concluding the session, and there's a beat that I asked Potts for I want to say 7 years ago, and he pulled his laptop out and he just played the beat. And at this time, for some reason, I think he had the aux cord or whatever, and he played this beat, and I just was like, he pointed to his laptop, he pointed to the mic, and the second verse on Back to Back, I said something like, while I'm watching every person, place, a thing moving, I feel an urge like it's something I'm supposed to be doing, moving in the direction of my fears. Every year I get quicker, my mind gets sharper, I still feel like that. When I heard that beat, I did that verse. I didn't even write it down. It took about 5 or 6 minutes for me to come up with the verse, and I just recorded it. And I remember YD Stone was like, yo, he didn't ever see me go like that, because since a lot of the new people have been coming around, the past 7 years I've been singing, you know what I'm saying? So they're able to see that come out. Over the course of the next 3 or 4 weeks, I did I'll Be Fine. The one from the gold tape, not the neon one, the one from the gold tape. I did I'll Be Fine, and at that point I knew. So weeks passed, and they were filming me for a documentary. Long story short, I recorded this song about suicide that's dropping in September, and it was cool song, powerful, good message. But while I was in the studio that day filming, I just was like, I'm gonna do an album. I'm gonna do a rap album. You know what I'm saying? The process. So basically, I just kind of took off. I had a couple beats that I had already, and then I had one session that was 8 hours. I invited some friends, YD Stoner, Fluke, Shaw, Potts, Voodoo Priest, Ski, Deezy was there shooting. My man Ed was also shooting. So I had video and I had photography. And that session I did 6 songs. The next session was 5 hours. And the next session was 6 hours. I did 5 songs. And then I did 2 songs at home. And that was the gold tape. This is the first time I actually used new producers too. So that was real cool. You know what? I usually produce all my music, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird for me to actually find new producers and not worry about the production that much. I did Who Told You, I did I'll Be Fine, and those are the ones that I did for the most part, from my memory that I did. Everything else was from other producers. Derek Panther, Potts Lawrence, Epic the Dawn, So Special, The Light a Candle, some other ones, but those are the main ones off the top of my head. And no, it wasn't hard. I found a lot of them on YouTube. Honestly, I found it's a lot of talented people out there, and you know what? You guys made it easy for me because I could find a fire beat, and then I just got to rap, and I know how to do that. So it was dope. Features. Whenever I have a record, I have the same usual suspects. I have Tom Gist. My man Doc Diggler is up there. Both of those guys was on Neon. Who else? My man A Natural is a singer, songwriter, vocal producer that's killing it. I think he just had a show with T-Pain. Actually, it's coming up. So he did the crazy vocal ambient piece on Who Told You. My man Shy, my OG Shy, is on there on Light a Candle. And that's pretty much it. My man Stone is on I'll Be Fine. I came up at a time when you didn't really do a lot of features. You know what I'm saying? Like on Illmatic, there's a couple features up there. For the most part, we're getting nods. We're getting his story. We're getting just him. And I think people this time in my comeback rap album, I think they wanted me, and you definitely got me without a lot of stuff. I wanted to communicate why I was gone from hip hop, why I was going from making rap albums and mixtapes. What was the emotion that made me turn to start singing and doing alternative music and urban folk is what I call it. What was it? I wanted to take you through why I stopped and just how I was feeling. I want to tell you about how I felt about the changes that happened in my inner circle. And I feel like I wanted to just tell my story in a very authentic way. And that was what I was hoping to, I think so. From the first track, Pray For Me, I set it off. You know what I'm saying? You get a sense that where I'm at spiritually. Because if you're woke, you hear me say certain things that relate to the conscious community, and you can tell I've been reading and I've been researching, but you hear my base, which is the Black Church and Christianity and that brand of spirituality from the gate. And then as I go into story, I start to tell you the story about how I was feeling and how I didn't want to come back to this and that, So I think I did a decent job even to the end. Walk away and then, that whole thing. Striving for perfection. So I think I communicated very well. Probably the clearest album that I've done to date in terms of the direction and what I was trying to get. What's next? Well, it's the gold season. And the gold season is just like I said at the very beginning, I'm on fire with creativity. I'm so inspired by the organized confusion around me. And I'm going crazy creatively. I saw an interview with Joe Buttons and Russ was talking about the importance of having a catalog. And he was talking about his 10 albums. Well, I'm on my 20th album. And now it's not only time to back catalog my stuff, but I'm going to drive this creativity, this energy, this wave that I'm on until I know that it's dry, until I know that it's done. So there will be a lot of music. Right now, the Gold Tape 2, September 23rd, and December 21st, which is my birthday, Swim 2. And whatever else I decide to do. I may wake up in the morning and having a whole nother idea to do something totally different. So Last words. For all the people that identify with what I'm trying to do, I had a problem, and I didn't know how to get the music to you. I didn't know how to get this stuff that I love to other people that also love music, and I'm working really hard at trying to connect us. I call you guys the perfect stranger. So I'm doing this video for people that may not be that familiar with what I do, and it's kind of like catching a good series in the 5th season. I want you guys to go back to the very beginning and see my story, and I guarantee you on the way there will be some tears, there will be some joy, there will be some heartbreak, but on the way you will get some damn good music. So thank you for having me, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I pray that we connect and let nothing separate us after that.